Hi, coffee beans! How's it brewing? Welcome to episode 4 of Snow Bunny DIY, and this is the last episode of the season and of the year. Today is going to be a little bit different. I am not going to show you any crafts, any DIYs. I am slowly turning in my chair. I'm drifting. Last year I did a flashback of 2020 because it was my first full year on YouTube. So this year is going to be flashback 2021. So I'm going to look at the top 5 most viewed videos this year and the top 5 most liked video of this year. And I'm going to share with you my top 5 favorite crafts that I did this year, including one that is like an honorable mention. I'm sitting here looking at all of my crafts laid out, the ones that I'm going to be talking about today, and I legitimately have no idea where to start because there are so many. So number 5 for the most viewed video from this year is my ice cream girl. I love her so much. Oh, she's my pride and joy. You guys can't ever see when I'm filming, but I do keep her up here on a shelf and she just watches over everything. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. She was my first ever Blythe repaint, and when I started her, I wanted to sculpt her face because I see a lot of Blythe artists sculpting Blythe faces. So I tried my hand at it and completely destroyed her face, or at least I think I destroyed her face. So then to start over, I sprayed her completely in white spray paint, and that made it worse. So I just went kind of crazy with paint and colored pencils, and ice cream drips just started forming on her face, and the rest of her just fell into place and looks gorgeous. I had so much fun making the ice cream girl that I definitely want to turn that into a series. I know I said this months ago, but I swear, I really want to turn some Blythe repaints into an ice cream or dessert themed series, and that's gonna happen eventually, I promise, because I really want to do it. Now for number 4 most viewed video was the Sophie and Toffee Good Vibes box. And in that video I made this amazing Hamza. It is holographic. It's a little Hamza trinket dish. It's holographic with gold trim around the outside, and I also made a whole bunch of incense holders, which my husband and I still use. For the 3rd most viewed video, it is another Sophie and Toffee, and it is the Making My Own board game. I love this board game so much. This actually almost turned into a fail because the box didn't cure the way I wanted it to, or the colors didn't mix how I wanted it to. I wanted to do alcohol ink, like the rainbow effect with alcohol ink, and it did not work. It got really muddy and really brown and gross. And so then I restarted by doing kind of galaxy pouring or marbling with these colors, with the purple, blue, and teal, mixed in with some of my Martha Stewart holographic glitter. And I ended up getting this really, really pretty marbling. I also love how when you open it, there's way more glitter on the inside than on the outside because it's kind of like a really fun surprise. And I love that the little game pieces actually stick to the top of the game. So it makes this a really amazing travel board game. Now my 2nd most viewed video of this year is a video that I was so excited to make. It doesn't have any talking in it, and that's the first time, well, it's not the first time. It's one of the only videos I have where there's no talking. I've wanted to make these kind of videos since before I even started my channel, and it is my mini library. Now, a whole bunch of you obviously really like this because it has the 2nd most views on my channel. It is so detailed, so intricate, and actually, truth be told, my daughter plays with this all the time. I tell her not to. I tell her not to because it gives me heart palpitations. But she plays with it all the time, and it has still held up totally fine. The light is a little rough, like even now it's kind of blinking and going out, but I mean, what are you gonna do? I love making these miniature kits. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 kits that I have made. If you want to see me make some more mini kits, let me know in the comments below because I will happily do so. What I like about these videos, because I watch other YouTubers make these kits, is there's no talking. It's just relaxing music like lo-fi or chill music. So let me know in the comments below if that's something you would like to see. Or if you would prefer I make this and talk. If you would like to hear my voice while I do this. Now my #1 most viewed video is actually kind of surprising to me, but it is another Sophie and Toffee. It is the miniature fairy garden with my little mushroom house. I mean, I love this video and I loved this craft, but I thoroughly did not expect it to be my #1 most viewed. It's kind of random, but hey, why not? This video was actually kind of hard to make because I spent a whole bunch of time making a mushroom and coloring it in and making it look really nice, only for it to not fill all the way with resin. They didn't give us enough resin, or didn't give me enough resin to finish the project, unfortunately, and the directions were incorrect because they suggested leaving the mixed resin to sit for 10 minutes before pouring it in, but the hole for the mold is so small that once it was 10 minutes, it was already partially cured and wouldn't go in the small hole for the mushroom. So I ended up wasting all of that hard work and all of that time, but I learned from my mistakes and then ended up making this super cute mushroom. It's so glittery and sparkly. I love it so much. It catches the light so amazingly. I think if I had used like weatherproof resin or even maybe plaster and then weatherproofed the plaster, this would look so cute outside. This would be a really cute addition to a little fairy garden. Out of those 5 videos, let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite. Now maybe your favorite wasn't listed in the top 5, so let me know in the comments below which video was your favorite from this year. I'm gonna go over the top 5 most liked videos pretty quick because all of them are the same from the top 5 most viewed, except for one. There's one difference. So for the 5th most liked video, it was the resin book boxes from Craft Kitsune. I also love these boxes. They're so cool. I know the resin book boxes were so popular for Liz from Craft Kitsune that she sold out, redesigned the mold, and then re-released it, and then sold out of those. So this is a really, really popular design. I'm so happy I managed to get my own. I think of all 4 of them, the rainbow one might be my favorite, although I had the hardest time turning one of these book boxes into a shaker. And I turned it into a mermaid shaker using some various techniques to create a hinge system to get the film to stay in place. It did leak all over when I first made it, so I had to restart, but it's been several months. It has gotten a lot of use from me and it still has not leaked, so that's good news. The 4th most liked video is again the Good Vibes box from Sophie and Toffee. The 3rd most liked video, again from Sophie and Toffee, was my board game box. The 2nd most liked video is Ice Cream Girl again. And my #1 most liked video from 2021 was the mini fairy garden from Sophie and Toffee. Again, I'm really surprised that this was super popular. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it a lot. Not one of my top 5, but you guys really seem to like it. If you're like me and you could just ramble on and on and on about your favorite YouTubers and your favorite YouTube videos, then you would fit right in with the Coffee Bean family. You should subscribe so you can become a Coffee Bean too. And make sure you click that notification bell so you don't lose me to the big wide world of YouTube. Especially talking about all those YouTubers and all your favorite YouTube videos. Make sure you click the bell so you don't lose me. I upload videos every Monday at 9 AM Pacific Standard Time. we have finally come to the moment when I can talk about my favorite crafts from this year. There are 5 of them with 1 honorable mention because I couldn't make up my mind, of course. In the 5th spot for my 5th favorite craft that I made this year is my mini library, of course, because like I said, I have been wanting to share a little mini DIY house craft kit. Why did I give it such a long name? I've always wanted to share one of these ever since I started my channel, actually before I started my channel. And little known fact is when baby Bunny was just a newborn, just an infant, we would be up really late at night trying to get her to go to sleep, and we would turn off all the lights and I would just put on these house videos from YouTube just in the background to have something on to watch while she was trying to fall asleep. And the music was so chill and relaxing, I just really would like cross my fingers and hope that she would go to sleep. And actually, it made me fall in love with these kits. There are so many out there, they're so cool, they're so intricate. And this is one that my sister-in-law got for me because I am a librarian, and I love it. I made changes to the paint color, I made changes to the furniture color, so definitely one of my favorites. My 4th favorite craft from this year is actually my rainbow clock that I made with alcohol inks using the round mold from the Sophie and Toffee stained glass box. This was not one of the intended projects from that box, but I just had so much fun with the alcohol inks to make this really pretty rainbow gradient that I had to turn it into a clock, and this is the result. And I still use it every day, except for right now I had to steal the battery for some Christmas decorations. My 3rd favorite craft from this year is one that I actually do not have with me at this moment in time because one of my coffee beans and fellow YouTubers has it in her possession. And it is the mini Aisha doll that I made of Aisha Shasha.
Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha Shasha.
I love this doll so much. If you're not familiar with Aisha, she has an amazing resin and kawaii culture channel. I will put a link in the iCard to her amazing channel and in the description so you can go check it out. I made this doll a spitting image of her. She has gorgeous pastel hair. She even has a rainbow jumpsuit and a Pusheen Kigurumi onesie, all in miniature doll scale. So, oh, I'm so proud of that doll, and I know it is in a fantastic new home with Aisha all the way in England, super far away. 1st and 2nd place for my favorite, I think they're tied. I really do, because I can't decide which one I like better, and I'm looking at them now and it's really hard for me to make up my mind. So instead I'm going to tell you my honorable mention. I'm going to hold off on 1st and 2nd place for a second. My honorable mention for my favorite craft from this year is the hydraulic robot arm that I made with Baby Bunny.
Hi, Coffee Beans. How feeling?
What are we building?
The robot holding soda.
The soda.
I'm excited.
You're excited? I made that all the way back at the beginning of the year with her. At that time, she was just a little over 3 years old, so pretty young, and she was able to help me from start to finish make a robotic hydraulic arm. Plus, she is super, super cute in that video. So...
What? You did that.
I did do it.
You did wrong.
I did it wrong? What do you mean I did it wrong? I mean, I was just absolutely blown away at how talented she was and how smart she was to help me make this really complicated arm. Plus, I believe it was advertised as being for 6 and up, so I was really skeptical if she'd be able to help me build it, but she did, no problem. Although, she played with it a little too rough the very same day that we made it, and it broke. So I haven't had it almost all year because that same day that we filmed making it, she broke it. So what are you gonna do? Now, 1st and 2nd place, like I said, I'm looking at them here. I cannot make up my mind. Okay, second place for my most favorite craft from this year goes to my Harry Potter book purse. Yes, this is an actual Harry Potter book that I turned into a functional purse, complete with Harry Potter lining, a magnetic closure, and straps. Now, I love Harry Potter. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I am a Hufflepuff from way back. Represent. I've wanted to make a book purse for so long. Again, I'm a librarian. So I have wanted to make a book purse for so long, and then just being Harry Potter just added to how fantastic it is. Even the very first day I finished it and my husband and I went out for a photo shoot, I was complimented on it and asked if I was selling, which I'm not. This is the one and only in existence. So I took that as a huge, huge compliment. The reason it's in second place and not in first place is one simple reason. The only thing that would have made this first place is if it had been my favorite Harry Potter book. Order of the Phoenix is not my favorite. My favorite Harry Potter book is Prisoner of Azkaban because I love the Marauders. I'm all about hashtag make Marauders a movie. I don't know if that's like an actual movement, but it should be because I want a Marauders movie. So if this had been Prisoner of Azkaban, #1 favorite craft of the year. But as it is a very, very close second. Now, my top #1 favorite craft from this year is absolutely no surprise to anybody, my ice cream girl. She's been featured every single time on this list because she is so amazing. I mean, like, I love changing her eyes every once in a while. Just, oh, I love her so much. She's so cute. I should cosplay as her. That would be amazing. Could you imagine getting contacts that look like this? That'd be interesting too. Plus, Blythe dolls are so much fun to pose and put in different positions. My favorite is the fact that their eyes can change. And I just love that she started off as a complete and utter failure. I completely messed her up and she turned out beautiful. I love her so much. Now, if your favorite craft was not mentioned today, then please let me know in the comments below. I always want to know what your favorite projects are, what your favorite crafts are, because that helps me to make more videos for you guys. Now, next week is the first week of January, and I will not be posting a video. I will be on vacation, so that will be a week off, but I will be back the following Monday, I promise. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you next year. Love you a latte!